Hello, you guys, and welcome to this masterclass on how I have been able to maintain my weight for 4 years without tracking calories and macros or without weighing myself. So I am so freaking pumped about this masterclass. Welcome. If you guys are here live with me, you guys know how this works. You guys know that I love the interaction in the chat. So I want you guys to be interactive. I see some of you guys live here. Welcome. If you are here, say hello in the chat box so I can say hello. Belinda, Susie, Agnes, hello, you guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm very excited. Haley's here. Welcome. Oh my God, this is going to be amazing. I love doing master classes. So if you are here with me, I want to do a little bit of kind of like a temp check. Obviously, you guys are here because you're curious how I have been able to maintain my weight without tracking my food, without weighing my food, and without actually weighing my body. And I'm sure many of you guys want this. Many of you, who here wants this? You're like, that would be amazing if I don't have to weigh my food, if I don't have to track my food, if I don't have to step on that damn scale again, and I can be in a weight that I feel really good in. I'm about that. Heck freaking yes, I'm raising my hand. That is me. Let me know in the chat, are you tracking right now? There's no right or wrong answer, but let me know, are you tracking your food right now? Are you weighing your food? Are you tracking right now? If you are, you can drop tracking in the chat. Drop tracking in the chat for those of you guys who are tracking your food. We got Marissa, Beth, Nora, hello. Who here is tracking? No. Tracking, okay. No, okay. Now, I want you to write never again. Sarah's one of my clients. She's like, hell freaking no. Yes, you know what's up. Nora's one of my clients. She's like, no. I want you to drop scale in the chat if you are weighing yourself. Who here is weighing yourself? Do you weigh yourself right now? Do you step on the scale right now? Who here is stepping on the scale? Belinda is on an intuitive eating journey, but find myself tracking mentally. Very common. Susie is tracking macros loosely. Agnes, lying to myself because in my head I still do. Sometimes tracking. Scale, sometimes scale. It's toxic. Scale, yes. This is why you guys are here. You're like, I want to get rid of this damn scale. But a part of you probably really wants to get rid of that scale, but then a part of you is like, holy shit balls, I don't want to gain 1 million pounds, right? It's like, it's toxic. It literally just makes me feel like absolute shit. But like, I also don't want to let it go because it's kind of like this safety thing for me, right? So, you know, who here knows you don't want to spend another month, let alone another year, yo-yo dieting and fluctuating in weight? You're like, heck freaking no. I've done that for years. It's exhausting. It's all consuming. It makes me obsessed with food more. It makes me more obsessed with my body. Like, no. How many of you guys know that you don't want that? And you know that weighing yourself just makes you feel like crap? You're probably here because you know it doesn't make you feel good, but it's like, but I don't know another way. So done. Yes, Michelle's one of my membership clients. So done. I know that you are here because you want to do things sustainably. You want to take such good care of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally. You are here in this masterclass for a reason because you want to do things differently and you want to do things sustainably than what you have done in the past. You want to maintain a weight that you feel extremely good in while enjoying your favorite foods. Who here wants that? Drop me in the chat. You're like, yes, Lorna. Yes, I want that. I want to do things sustainably. I want to eat normally. I want to feel good in my own skin. I don't want to be a slave to the scale. I am here to tell you that you can have this. You get to have this. This gets to be your reality. Even if it's not your reality right now, it gets to be. I want you guys to get so freaking fired up on this masterclass. This could be your reality. Because a better, more freeing life is on the other side of you tracking your food or weighing yourself. A life where you actually trust yourself versus MyFitnessPal. You trust yourself versus that damn number on the scale. You trust yourself to know how much you should eat, what you should eat without having to weigh your food. This gets to be a reality, and it's actually closer than you think. But how many of you guys feel like it's scary? Like just even the thought of not weighing yourself or not tracking your food or not being on a diet plan, it's like, but I've done this my whole life. Do you guys feel that? It's like, I want that, but then there's all this fear. I want that, but I'm scared. I want that, but I'm terrified. I want that, but I don't know. It's scary. Scary. It is not hard, but it requires you to master a few key things that I'm going to share with you guys today. Because I have been able to maintain my weight year after year, 4 years now. I haven't stepped on a scale. I think maybe a few times when I went to the doctors. I don't get triggered by it. I can literally step on the scale. I don't get triggered, but there's literally no point because I feel freaking amazing. And I know you guys want that as well too. Hi, Alexa. So first, before we dive into anything, I want you to think back to a time in your life when you had fear. Maybe it was starting a job, maybe it was quitting an old job, maybe it was, starting a family and the fear of the unknown, maybe it was starting a business, maybe it was moving houses, maybe it was moving across the country. When in your life did you have fear? You probably felt fear before. I want you to think about that time. And then how did you feel on the other side of doing it? It's like, oh, I don't even know how this is going to work out. Like, I don't know how I'm going to quit this job. I don't know how I'm going to move with 5 kids. I don't know I'm going to do this. Holy shit, it's scary. And then you did it. How did you feel? You probably felt relieved. You probably felt free. You probably felt happy. So often, you might think to yourself, I can't do it because it's scary. And we often think the worst case scenario. Hi, Tammy. Your brain often goes to the worst case scenario anytime you have fear. Deleting MyFitnessPal, no longer weighing yourself because you've never done it before. Of course, it's going to feel scary. But you were okay in the end when you did that other thing that felt scary and you're like, how did I even get through it? I don't even know, but I did it and I'm okay. So I want to share with you a time where I was terrified to make a decision and it turned out better than I expected to really get your mind shifted before I share some tangible tools in terms of maintaining your weight without tracking. Is that okay? Is that cool? I think this is very, very, very important. So let me know, yes, in the chat box, if that's cool, if I give you a little bit of a mindset perspective. I do this with my clients all the time, and it's very important for you to just see that there's a new life. There's a new way to look at things. I want you to have a perspective shift within the next few minutes here. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. So, yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Back in 2013, maybe, I was in university and I was taking kinesiology. I'm a go-getter. I work hard. I'm disciplined. I'm extremely driven. If I say I'm going to do something, I freaking do it. That's the way that I am. Where are my hardworking, driving people? Where are my driven, hardworking people? Where are you guys at? I always finish what I start. I do something, I work hard, and I accomplish something. but something didn't feel right in my body. I was in third year university. Something felt off. Logically, it was like, finish your kinesiology. You've got 4 years, you're on year 3. Logically, it makes sense. Continue on to be here, to get your degree, blah, blah, blah. But in my heart, in my body, it was like something was telling me this is not right for you. Something was telling me you need to drop out, like this is not for you. It made zero logical sense because I was in year 3. It's a 4-year program. Logically, it did not make sense. And my body was like, you need to not be here anymore. And I never knew this was my intuition speaking to me. I never knew this was an intuitive decision. Logically, it did not make sense. But my intuition was literally screaming at me, this is not meant for you. You're meant for more. How many of you guys know that feeling of like, you're meant for more? You're meant for a better life. You're meant for more other than just thinking about food all day long. You're meant for more other than stressing over calories all day. You're meant for more other than being a slave to the scale every single day. You're meant for more. And you know deep down, you are worthy of that. You are worthy of feeling so good. You're so worthy of having peace and balance with food. But it's like, it doesn't make logical sense to stop tracking. It didn't make logical sense for me to just drop out of university. I'm on year 3. I got 1 more year to go. Come on. But I and you, we're both meant to be on this planet, to live an incredible life, to be present with our family, to not be in MyFitnessPal all day. Do you feel me? Dropping out of university made zero sense. Zero sense. Logically did not make sense. But it felt right in my body, even though I was scared. I don't know if this is the right thing. What the hell are people going to think? I'm the smart one. I'm the driven one. I always follow through with what I say I'm going to do. I finish things when I start them. I don't know what it's going to look like on the other side, but I trusted that feeling in my body. I trusted myself. Holy moly, that feels weird. I don't ever trust myself. What's going to happen? The reason I share this is it turned out better than I expected. I started my own business. Obviously, now I'm doing this. Like, my life is completely different. But if I wouldn't have listened to that not right feeling in my body, I wouldn't be here today doing this. So going back to the tracking macros or weighing your food example, throwing out your scale or no longer tracking your food, to your brain, you're like, it makes no logical sense. You've done this for years. This is all you've known. It doesn't even make sense for you to stop weighing yourself. You've tracked your food for how many years? It doesn't make sense. And a part of you is like, I don't know another way. But what is your body telling you? Not your mind. Your mind is going to say, this is scary. It's scary to stop tracking. It's scary to stop weighing myself because what if I gain a bunch of weight? Your brain is there to keep you safe. Is this making sense? Are you with me? Your brain has these protective mechanisms. It's like, over there, it's scary. Not weighing myself. Oh, I don't even know. This is so scary. Tony is here. Welcome, Tony. Your brain is like, it's scary over there. I've never done this before. So I'm just going to keep doing what I've always done in my comfort zone. It's safe over here, even though I don't feel good, even though it makes me feel anxious, even though I'm literally stressing over calories all day. But your body likes to feel a sense of safety. Your body likes to feel a sense of safety. How do you navigate this when you still have the urge to lose 5 pounds? We're going to dive into this. But it doesn't matter if you have 5 pounds, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. What I'm saying is deep down, when you know in your body, this is making me more obsessed with food. This is toxic. weighing my food, stepping on the scale every day, that's toxic. It's not that you can't lose weight. You can, but it's how you're going about doing it that matters. You can lose the 5 pounds, the 15, 20, 30, 40 pounds, whatever it is. But if you know that you're doing something in a toxic way that's literally making you more obsessed with food, is it worth it? No. Nothing will work for you if you're not in alignment. How many of you guys know deep down in your soul, in your heart, in your body, you're like, weighing myself does not feel right. It's obsessive. It doesn't feel good. How many of you guys know deep down tracking your food doesn't feel right? It's obsessive. It's making you binge more. It's making you think about food so much more. How many of you guys know deep down that this is the truth? In your body, you feel it, but your mind is convincing you something else. The reason you keep doing it is because it's all you know. You've been told for years, this is what you got to do. You got to weigh yourself. You got to weigh yourself daily. You know, first thing in the morning, you got to take a poop. You got to pee. You got to step on the scale, write it down, right? You believe it's one way because you did it, and guess what? It worked. You did it and it worked. And everyone else is doing it. And it works in quotations. To what extent? Because it's really easy to continue doing something because you're like, I had results with it before. But to me, when something quote unquote works, you feel calm, you feel relaxed. You're not questioning in the back of your mind, should I still be doing this? You're not second guessing. You're like, I feel so good. I'm not going to second guess whether should I be doing this or should I not? You know in your body. How do you feel when you weigh yourself? How do you feel when you track your food? Probably stressed, probably anxious, probably frustrated. Nothing will work for you if you're not in alignment. When you know deep down this is not for me and you keep forcing it, you keep trying it. Okay, I'm just going to track one more day. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try weighing myself. It's not going to work. You were not born to live in a safe comfort zone that's actually not comfortable. Let that land. You were not born to live in your safe comfort zone that's actually not comfortable. You were meant to live a freeing life where food and your body is not constantly on your mind. You were meant for so much more, to feel at peace with your body, to feel so free with food, not like you're in this like jail cell or like a prison with food and a slave to your scale. Hey, Alondra. Hey, Alana. Your body is screaming to you, this is making me anxious. Are you going to listen? Are you going to listen to your brain that wants to keep you safe? Or are you going to listen to your heart and your body that knows the right step for you? Your body knows intuitive eating, freedom, peace, balance, no more weighing yourself. Your body knows that's the right next step. But are you going to choose to listen to your logical brain or your intuition, your heart, your body that knows the truth? Your body knows the truth. And you might say, but other people can track their food and follow it to a T. But other people can. Like, why can't I? I remember saying this to myself because I would be following these people who were like tracking their food and stuff. And they were like spot on to a T with their macros. And they were saying how effortless it was. And I'm like, I'm broken over here because like, no matter what, I keep binging. And I kid you not, it's like I can do well. And then it's like, if I have something that went over my macros by a little bit, I'm like, F it. My MyFitnessPal, put it away. Screw it for the rest of the day. Tomorrow's going to be better. And I was getting mad at myself versus recognizing red flag, hello, hi, hello, red flag. The binges are literally a sign that this is not in alignment for you. For you. Who cares about the other person that can stick to it? It's clearly not working for you. And look, at one point, maybe it was in alignment. For me, when I was tracking, God, I tracked for so many years. At one point in my life, it was in alignment. I was all about macros. Somebody told me about intuitive eating. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I got health and fitness goals to reach. Like, I'm not doing that BS intuitive eating crap. I'm gonna do this whole tracking macro. It was just macros. I was all about macros. I was macros. And then 2018 came and my binges were getting worse. I was mentally not okay with food. I was literally like just thinking about food all day long. And I was like, this is not for you anymore. Key anymore. There might be a season in your life 5 years ago, even a year ago, a few months ago, where it felt fine for you. Maybe when you first started tracking calories and macros, it was fine. You were tracking your food, you were weighing yourself, it was fine. But now you're recognizing something's off. Something's off. And you're getting these signals from your body of like, this doesn't feel right anymore. And then your brain's like, but it worked before. So maybe I'm going to just keep trying. I lived this cycle for so many years. It worked before. Maybe I'm just not disciplined enough right now. Like maybe I'm in a season of my life and like maybe you guys are like, oh, it's the holiday. Like, no. Something can feel in alignment for you a month ago, a year ago, and it doesn't feel right for you anymore. And that is okay. Something could have worked out for you before and it felt right before, but things change. But this is where it can feel scary because, and this is where most people stay stuck. I feel this pull in my body. I know this is no longer in alignment for me. I know that this is not meant for me anymore, but I'm so scared. So I'm not going to do it. That's not any of you guys, because I know you guys are my badass community and you feel scared for something, but you're like, I'm going to do it anyways because I know it's meant for me. I know you guys. I know you guys. You're all badasses in here. But most people will stay stuck there. Fear, nope, can't do it. Nope, too scared, can't do it. That's not you. Imagine if I never took the plunge to delete my FitnessPal and to start eating intuitively and start trusting my body. I would not have freedom. I wouldn't be almost 4 years now binge free. I wouldn't be helping you guys all across the world having a healthy relationship with food. I can't even imagine that actually. I can't even imagine that. I led with courage and I went for it. I trusted myself, even though logically it did not make sense. Are you letting fear hold you back? The reason most people stay stuck in this vicious, restrict, diet, binge cycle is they let fear get in the way. And it's okay if right now you have fear. I want to acknowledge that. Of course you do. I was shaken and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. This is all I've known, tracking macros. This is all I've known. Like, it's scary. It's okay to have fear. But you're a badass and you can work through it. It's okay if you're scared. You can do hard things. You know you can. You just need to be reminded. Who here is committed to choose bravery over fear to get to the ultimate goal of freedom, peace, and balance that you're looking for? Who here, drop a me down below if you are committed to choosing bravery over fear, because you know that that's what it takes. I'm going to choose to be brave, even though it feels scary and I'm shaking and I'm so nervous and holy shit, I want to poo my pants. Agnes says me. Who else? You need bravery This is the difference between people who have a healthy relationship with food and people that don't. You guys are all brave. I know you are. Yes, Nora, I'm choosing bravery over fear. I know, Nora. This is a huge step. It's scary. It doesn't logically make sense, but in your body, you know that that's the right next step for you. So I'm going to share what specifically I've done over these 4 years to help me maintain my weight without tracking my food or without weighing myself. But I wanted to share that first because we need the bravery piece. You got to choose bravery over fear over and over and over and over again. That's a huge step. Okay. I wanted to share that because I don't want you guys to think Lorna didn't have fear. Lorna wasn't scared. No, I was scared, but I chose to go for it anyways. Because I knew deep down that I was deserving and I was worthy of a better life for myself. I wanted nothing more than to just eat normally. I wanted nothing more to just be normal around food. I wanted nothing more than to just wake up in the morning and have breakfast without being like, oh, gotta step on the scale every morning. I had fear, but I chose bravery above the fear. Can you lean into the fear to help you get onto the other side? This is what it takes. This is like, that's a huge component, is bravery and courage. And all of you guys, if you're new here, I call you my badass community because I know you have it in you. I know that bravery is within you. You just got to check in. Am I listening to my logical brain that wants to keep me safe? Or am I listening to my heart and my body and my intuition that knows my next step? Okay. Now, how I have been able to maintain my weight for 4 years without tracking my food, without weighing myself. In short, I stopped dieting and weighing myself. I know, so profound, right? Like after giving this long context, you're like, really? No, I'm going to explain. Here's the thing. When I was dieting and I was weighing myself, I yo-yoed in weight. How many of you guys spent years yo-yo dieting? Lose 20 pounds, gain 30. Lose 5 pounds, gain 20. Lose 15, gain 40. Like my weight was like a freaking roller coaster. I had periods where I would lose weight, periods where I would gain weight. My weight was never consistent. I was a freaking yo-yo. You know those yo-yos? That was me. And every time I would gain weight, I would heavily restrict my food. So of course I would lose weight because I was dieting. But what do you do after you lose a bunch of weight? And now you have all these urges because you're feeling so deprived. And what do you do when you gain weight? What do you do? What do you do? Let me know. What do you typically do? When you gain weight, what do you typically do? What do you typically do? Drop in the chat. What do you typically do when you gain weight? What's the first thing that you think about? I've just gained 20 pounds. I've just gained 30 pounds. What do you want to do? What do you tend to do? 99.9, Agnes got it on the ball. 99.9% of the time, you restrict, you're harder on yourself, you create more food rules. But yes, Stephanie, yes, Tony, but restrict, which leads to more binging. Susie, you got it on the head. Michelle, you guys are, look at you guys. You're so freaking amazing, right? When you're so deprived and your body cannot maintain that body, you binge due to the restriction. And as a result, your weight goes up. And it's common to think you need to weigh yourself in order to control your weight. How many of you guys believe that if I want to control my weight, I need to weigh myself? Does anyone believe that? Hi, Jamie. If I want to control my weight, I must weigh myself. It makes logical sense. If I want to maintain a certain weight, I have to weigh myself. So I make sure I don't go over, I don't go on, like I need to weigh myself. But here's the thing. You guys know where I'm going with this. Tony says yes, Stephanie says yep, Beth says yes. Weighing yourself is literally the thing that causes you to self-sabotage. You think if I want to be at a certain weight, I have to weigh myself. But the weighing of yourself is actually what creates the self-sabotage, because here's how it goes. The number on the scale goes down and you're like, I'm having the best day of my life. Amazing. I have to keep this up. I got to keep restricting. So no, I can't go out for dinner. Oh, no, I can't have that piece of chocolate. Restriction, restriction, restriction. Or you think to yourself, the number on the scale went down. Yeah, I can have that extra brownie. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, I can order the pizza. It's not that big of a deal. But food is still influenced by that number. Or the number on the scale goes up and you're like, it's the worst day of my life. Crap, I need to get back on track. So you restrict yourself even more. Or some of you guys, I know this one was me. The number on the scale went up and I'm like, well, screw it. I'm already uncomfortable in my own skin. Like, whatever. Yeah, I'm bad. Look at me. I'm a failure. Haha. Number on the scale went up. You're never going to reach your goal. You're already not happy in your body. So just who cares? Binge. You're already bloated. Just F it. Screw it. Go binge. You already feel fat. I do not recommend speaking to yourself like this, obviously, but these are the thoughts that we have. Regardless, whether you restrict, you say screw it, whatever pendulum swing you're on, if you're on the restrict side or you're on the binge side, guess what? Whether you restrict, it's inevitably going to cause a binge. And if you binge, all of you guys just said when you binge and the weight comes on, what do? You restrict. So welcome to the restrict, diet, binge cycle. Right? Your food is impacted by the number on the scale. Whether it goes up or it goes down, your food choices for breakfast are determined by that number on the scale. Your food choices are impacted by the number on the scale. When you go out for dinner, oh, I feel bloated today. No, I can't have the pizza. Oh, I feel bloated today. F it, I'm just going to binge. Your food is impacted directly by that number. So it wasn't easy for me to ditch diets and to stop weighing myself, but I realized that literally what I was doing was creating this self-sabotage. Something can work at the beginning and then it cannot no longer work for you. Because for me at the beginning, tracking macros, quote unquote, worked. I lost the weight. I was weighing myself great. But as I kept doing it, you know what I needed to do? And let me know if you relate with this. I kid you not, I literally was barely eating. I had to slash my calories so freaking low. I had to bump up my exercise. So I was eating less and I was working out more and nothing was really budging. Do you guys, can you relate with that? It's like the first time you did the macros or the first time you went on a diet, maybe you did lose the weight. And then you're trying to do Weight Watchers for the second or third time, or you're trying to track calories for 5 years in a row. And you're like, why am I not seeing results? So all I did was diets. So here I am like on like the X amount of year doing these whole macros and I'm like eating less and I'm working out more and I'm feeling like shit. I'm like a walking zombie getting in my cardio. I'm like dying and I'm like barely eating and I'm like, yeah, this is not fun. So this is what I chose to focus on instead. These are the key steps that I focused on when I had this realization of what I used to do wasn't working anymore because it wasn't sustainable. And this is what I focused on instead. No particular order. Even to this day, I focus on how I feel versus tracking. I focus on how my energy is, my mood, my workouts, how I feel in my clothes, how I feel after my meals. When you're tracking your food or stepping on the scale, how often do you check in with how you feel? That's like the last thing you care about. Energy levels, your mood. I just got to push through. I'm tired, well, go do cardio. But as a direct result of checking in with your energy, checking in with your mood, checking in with your sleep, checking in with how you feel in your clothes, you can naturally start to make shifts with your food that make you feel better. So for example, if I don't have a lot of energy, I'm like, what can I add into my nutrition? Maybe I'm gonna add in some chia seeds. I'm gonna get a veggie juice to boost up my energy. I would have never done that before when I was tracking my food. When I was tracking my food, it was only like egg whites and chicken and broccoli and treadmill. That's it. I wasn't focusing on my health. It was just protein, egg whites, gym. That was my life. When I stopped tracking, I got healthier. How many of you guys want to be the healthiest version of yourself? So freaking full of energy, comfortable in your own skin, taking care of yourself every single day. You're in a great ass mood. Your workouts are going super well because you actually have the energy to crush your workouts because you're actually fueling your body. This is what happens when you check in with how you feel. When you check in with how you feel, you can notice, oh, that food didn't make me feel good. Okay, noted. Maybe I don't have that food every single day. You can check in with how you're feeling. Oh, I'm noticing my energy is kind of low. Okay, what do I need right now? Maybe I can add in some vegetables to get myself more energized. Versus it's like tracking your food or weighing your food. It's like you don't change anything except self-sabotage and eat more when you've gone over your macros. You want health. I want health. I always focus on how I feel and then I adjust from there. Even with my workouts, if I have energy, Marissa says she wants this. I love it. If I have energy, I might go for an extra long walk. I might do like a battle rope HIIT workout. I'm like, I got energy today. Or if I'm having low energy and my body is tired, I might go to a gentle yoga stretch. That is health. That is listening to your body versus you got to do an hour of cardio because you went over your macros yesterday and the scale went up. That is not health. That is pushing yourself. That is hurting yourself. That's not self-love. That's not health. So the first key step, I focus on how I feel. I don't need to be tracking my macros. I don't need to be weighing myself. I'm focusing on how I feel. How's my energy? How's my mood? How are my workouts? And then I'm able to adjust from there. Number 2, I trust myself. A lack of trust equals I need to weigh myself. I need to track my food. I don't trust myself, so I have to create a rule because I don't trust myself, so I need more structure. I don't trust myself, so I need to weigh myself. I don't trust myself, so I gotta weigh out my food. But you can trust yourself. I am here to literally tell you, you have everything within you to trust yourself. You just haven't for years because you've been focusing on external factors like MyFitnessPal or the number on the scale. But you can absolutely trust yourself. I was telling my membership clients this yesterday. If you think you can't trust yourself to not weigh yourself because you're like, I'm going to gain 1 million pounds, then when you stop weighing yourself, what's going to happen is you might go and eat a bunch of food because you're like, this is what I expect to happen. But that's not true. Like you don't automatically gain weight because you no longer track your food or you no longer step on the scale. That might happen if you get into all or nothing mentality. If you get into this mentality of like, oh, everyone's just gonna gain a bunch of weight, so F it, I'm just gonna eat whatever. Beth said trust is the big one for me. Yeah. You don't have to weigh yourself when you trust yourself. And you might say, but Lorna, I don't trust myself, so that's why I have to weigh myself. No. Trust does not come through waiting. I'm gonna wait until I trust myself. Okay, you're gonna be waiting for 10 years. You might not have trust right now. But the way you get trust and the way that you actually start trusting yourself is you build it up now. You don't wait. You don't wait to trust yourself. Trust is built, just like a relationship with somebody. If you're starting to date somebody, they're like, I don't trust you. Well, yeah, that's not going to work. That relationship's not going to work. You got to spend time with them. You got to build up that trust. You got to build up that trust within your body, because for so long you've put your trust in MyFitnessPal. You put your trust in a scale. You put your trust externally. Is this making sense? You got to trust that your body will be at a healthy weight. I trusted that my body would be at a healthy weight even when I stopped tracking my food. And listen, your body doesn't want to be overweight. Your body doesn't want to be underweight. Your body wants you to feel so incredible, you guys. Can you believe that? Can you start believing that? Oh, no, it can't happen for me. Everyone else, but like me, I have to lose 50 pounds. I have to lose 20 pounds. Like, I just can't. Not true. You get to feel so good. And that might be something that you need to work on. I am going to believe that I get to feel so damn good. Your body wants to work with you, not against you. But your body's working against you when you are doing things that are working against your body. Is this making sense? When you're over here weighing your food and tracking your food, and you know that that's not in alignment with how your body is supposed to function, your body's not working with you, and it's sending you these urges, and then you're binging, and then you're restricting. Of course your body's working against you, because you are doing things that are going against the way your body's actually meant to function. Eating normally, not weighing your food, not tracking your food, not stepping on the scale. Your body wants to be at a healthy weight for your health, for your joints, just for your body. So you don't need more control. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more discipline. You need self-trust in a way that is internal, because it's hard to trust yourself when you're not listening to your body. How can you trust yourself if you're listening to MyFitnessPal? How can you trust yourself if you're going by the number on the scale? If you want to trust yourself, you can't rely on external factors. Trust comes from within, and it's built up. So you can start now. Lorna, I don't trust myself. Great, we start now. Trust gets built up actually pretty quickly. When you recognize like, oh, I get to feel this good without looking at the scale, I feel so much better. For example, one of my clients that I work with in the academy, she was moving houses, and she didn't have her watch on that like tracks her steps and things like that. Like, one of those watches. And she's like, I didn't even recognize I wasn't even wearing my watch. And I just felt so much better in my body. And I was barely even thinking about food or steps or calories. And I'm like, yes. You don't know how incredible you get to feel when you've just done, if you just keep doing what you've always done. This client, she wasn't even recognizing that she wasn't even wearing her watch. And she's like, I wasn't even thinking about my body, and I wasn't even thinking about food. That can be your reality. It doesn't have to be this far thing of like, oh my God, I'm thinking about food all day long, the food noise. It doesn't have to be challenging. There's a few key things that you can do to build up trust that can actually have you thinking about food so much less in your body. Trust. You need to trust yourself. And if you don't trust yourself now, you can build it up. Number 3, how are we doing, by the way? Give me something in the chat. Are we loving this? How are we feeling? Any breakthroughs? Any aha moments? Give me some hearts. How we doing? The third thing that you need to be able to maintain a weight that you feel so good in without tracking your food or weighing yourself, you need a long-term mindset. Long-term mindset. Drop it in the chat, actually, because this is kind of really important. Long-term mindset. Drop this in the chat. Long-term mindset. When you're focused on the short term, all I care about is the number on the scale and being perfectly spot on. When you're thinking long-term, you're thinking, I want to be healthy. I want to feel balanced. I want to feel confident in my own skin. I want to have a healthy relationship with food. You know that you want that, but you're playing it safe in the short term. If your actions and what you're doing is only focused on the short term, you're not going to have long-term results. This is what causes you to stay yo-yoing in weight. You're only focusing on short term. When you focus on short-term actions, you get short-term results. When you focus on long-term actions, sustainability, intuitive eating, health, longevity, mental health, rewiring your brain, reprogramming your brain, getting rid of your urges, you get long-term results. So what do you want and what are you focusing on? You are here because you want those long-term results. You are done with quick fixes. I know that. Who here is done with quick fixes? You want long-term results, right? You want confidence with food. You want to trust yourself. You want to eat normally without weighing, tracking, and measuring your food. You want long-term results. So you can't keep doing the short-term quick fixes if you want long-term results. Right? Marissa said me. If you want long-term results, you got to think about long-term actions. This is the difference that this is a big difference. When clients come to work with me, I don't do quick fixes. If you are here looking for a quick fix, I don't even know how you found this masterclass. This is not for you. I only work with clients that want sustainability, long-term results. I am not here for quick fixes. And I know that's why you're here, because you want that as well too. You've done the quick fixes for 10, 20, 30 plus years and you're like, I'm done with that. Number 4, you need to see yourself as more than how you look and what you're eating. There are so many interesting things about you. So many incredible things about you. I can pinpoint so many incredible things about Christina, Marissa, Crystal, Nora, Agnes. There's so many amazing things about you. But if all you care about is the food that you're eating and the size of your body, you're going to believe that you have to keep weighing yourself and have to keep tracking your food because that's all I care about. When ironically, when you stop focusing on your body and stop focusing on what you're eating, you actually maintain a healthier weight long-term without dieting. And I've said this. You don't have to weigh your food. You don't have to weigh yourself when you detach your worth from hitting your macros perfectly or hitting a number on the scale, because you know you're worthy. You don't need a freaking scale to tell you that. I am so confident in who I am. I don't need a scale to tell me whether I'm worthy or not. I'm like, I'm Lorna freaking Costa. You think a number on the scale is going to determine my worth? Hell no. No. I am Lorna freaking Costa. When you're insecure, you need validation from hitting your macros. I did a good job today. Phew. Thank God. because I felt so bad last night and I binge. I need that validation. Thank God for the number on the scale. Oh my gosh, thank God. You need the validation from the number on the scale. Thank God it didn't go up. So I was feeling so bad about myself, thank God. Yes, this is a big one. Find the value in myself outside of my weight. Yes, Agnes. Yes. You don't need validation when you know who you are and you are so confident in who you are and you see yourself as more than a body. You see that you have so much to offer to this world than how you look and what you're eating. I don't have to weigh myself. I've detached my worth from the number on the scale. And this is not because I'm in the body of my dreams. This is because I know who I am. This is because I decided that life is too short, spending years obsessing over the number on the scale and depriving myself from the foods I love. Life is too short. Write that down in the chat. Life is too short. Write that down in the chat. Let this land. Life is too short. You did not come here to literally be thinking about food all day. You came here for a reason, for a purpose, because you matter. There's value in you. You're worthy. You're an incredible partner. You're an incredible mom. You're an incredible friend, coworker, family member. Life is too short to be stressing over freaking calories and the damn number on the scale. You are more than your body. You are more than what you eat. And ironically, you will have more confidence in your body when you don't look at the number on the scale, because you feel better about your food choices when you can just eat normally. You're focused on long-term results, remember? Sustainability, longevity, feeling amazing, high energy, feeling light in your body. You're stopping when you're full. You're not like, oh, I don't have any macros left and I'm hungry, so I'm just not going to eat for the rest of the night. That's not health. That's not longevity. That's not freedom. You're not like, oh, I'm so full, but I have macros left, so I'm just going to force feed myself. What? That's not health. I changed my perspective on health and realized that the healthiest thing that I can do was stop focusing on my damn body. I eat well because I want to feel good. I move my body because I want to feel well. Take the focus off of your body, turn inwards. How do you want to feel? Some of you guys need to redefine your definition of health, because health is not weighing yourself every day. Health is not spending hours in MyFitnessPal when you can be spending that time with your partner, actually watching a movie and being present while you're watching the movie, not like, should I go get a snack? You're present. Right? Diet culture is weighing yourself daily, obsessively tracking your food. That's what got you trapped in the binge eating cycle. And let me pause for a moment because this is very important. What got you trapped in the diet binge cycle was most likely dieting and this obsession. But you're still doing it, and that's why you're stuck. So if you want to break free, I know you want to break free, you can't keep doing what you've always done, because you're going to get the same results. If you've always done what you've done, you've gotten those results because that's all you've done. If you want different results, you need to do something different in order to get different results. Restricting, binging, hating your body, feeling ashamed about the number on the scale, dieting again, gaining weight, this cycle repeats itself. You are here because you want to do things differently. You want to take care of yourself. You want to feel good. You actually want to get to the root of your relationship with food and heal it for good. So if that's what you want, you wouldn't keep doing the things that caused you to get into this cycle in the first place. So what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Let me know. What do you want in the chat? Balance, freedom, to eat normally without thinking about food. I I am committed to my health. You want to be committed to your health. That's what you want. I want to be committed to taking care of me. I want to drop all the self-sabotaging behaviors. I want to eat normally. Yes, Stephanie. All of it, Agnes. You want to be committed to your health, not the BS kind of health where like, I'm doing low 0-calorie syrup that destroys my gut and I'm going to spend hours in the gym. You don't want that. You want the self-love kind of health, the nourishing kind of health, the feel good, the freedom type of health. No guilt, no fear. Yes. Healthy relationship with food. I want to feel okay in my body. Again, I want to eat and feel satisfied and not crave junk. Freedom from so many things. Stop the guilt and stop self-sabotaging. Do you see how amazing you guys are? You want this. So are the actions that you're taking in alignment with this? That goes to step number 5. You need to heal your relationship with food. When you know you're mindlessly eating and eating when you're not hungry, you feel like you need to weigh yourself because I don't trust myself. I'm mindlessly eating. It's a safety thing. I need to weigh myself. I know I'm self-sabotaging, so I'm going to step on the scale to prove to myself that I'm a self-sabotager. How many of you guys do that? It's like, I know I binged this week and I know I'm self-sabotaging, but I'm just going to step on the scale to like remind myself of like how shitty I feel. Like, you don't have to do that. You know, looking at the number on the scale doesn't make you happy, but oh, I got to prove that I'm failing. No, no, no. When you eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're full, you don't have to weigh yourself. There's literally no desire. I feel so good. You don't have to weigh yourself when you feel good in your body and you're listening to your body. You're nourishing your body. You're taking care of your body. I want to say this. Beth says, I want the food anxiety to stop. Yes. You don't want to be weighing yourself and tracking your food. You want what you believe those things will give you. Safety, control, a healthy weight, freedom with food. Let me say that again. You don't want to be weighing yourself and tracking your food. You want what you believe those things will give you. Safety, control, balance, freedom, confidence in your own skin. That's what you want. And I'm here to tell you that you're going to feel more in control, safe, comforted, trusting yourself when you don't do those things. If you ate when you were hungry and you stopped when you were full, you don't need to check the scale because you're feeling amazing. Right? Right? Wouldn't that make sense? If you know how to eat when you're hungry and you know how to stop when you're full, you don't have to weigh yourself because you're like, I feel so damn good. So imagine a healthy relationship with food. You're trusting yourself. You're eating when you're hungry. You're stopping when you're full. You don't have to weigh yourself. You don't even have to track your food. You're on top of the world. You're so full of happiness and joy and freedom, and you're present with your family. You have literally no desire to be spending all day in an app of like weighing your food. You're like, hell no, I don't even want to do that. Like that shit's exhausting. No, thank you. Right? I don't have to diet because I got my hunger and fullness cues back. I don't have to diet because I trust that my body is going to eat foods that make me feel my best. And once you do this and once you get here, and like I said, it's actually not that far. It's closer than you think. You can start building up trust today. Once you do this, you don't have to diet again. You're not going to use MyFitnessPal again because you know how much to eat. You know what foods make you feel good. You're in tune with your body. You don't have to step on the scale. You're crushing your workouts because you're fueling your workouts. You're not just eating plain egg whites and chicken and broccoli because that's those are the only things that fit your macros. Maintaining a weight that you feel so damn good in is not hard. It's closer than you think, but you do need to master these things that I just shared with you. And you're going to feel so incredible when you master these things. Trusting yourself, seeing yourself as more than a body, focusing on how you feel, all of these things. So who is freaking lit up and excited to do things differently, to do things sustainably? You don't want to keep doing everything that you've done in the past because you know that it's led you here. You want to take things differently. You want to do things sustainably. You want those long-term results. You want the food anxiety to stop. You want the freedom. You want to stop the guilt. You want to stop the self-sabotage. You want to eat normally. If you want this, what actions are you taking to support you to get there? Like I said, if we want long-term results, but we're doing short-term actions, we're going to get short-term results. So we need to focus on all of these key things. How many of you guys are ready? Like truly, not just like, kind of ish. How many of you guys are truly ready for this level of freedom? Yes, I want this. I want to trust myself. I want a healthy relationship with food. Lorna, I'm not just kind of ready. I am freaking ready. Tony! Tony's in the house. Yes. How many of you guys want this? Like, I don't kind of just want this. Like, no, this is very important. I want this. Alexandra, I'm ready. So, is it okay if I take a few moments to share a few things with you of how I can dive deeper with you and support you? Is that cool? Susie says, I'm ready. I've been stuck in the vicious cycle for years. I love it. I love it that you're ready. I love it that you're ready. Is it cool if I share a few things with you guys? If you love this and you want to keep going, is that cool? Drop a yes in the chat if that's cool with you guys. I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, I have a few things that I want to share with you guys for those of you guys who are ready. Yes, okay, amazing. Yes. Okay, amazing. My program to help you master intuitive eating is here. I am going to help you eat normally and eat intuitively because you guys know tracking, weighing, measuring your food, you know it's exhausting. You know it makes you think about food so much more, and you're looking for that sustainable solution. And you know intuitive eating can help you get there. Like I said in this masterclass, eating intuitively and trusting yourself isn't hard, but it requires you to get back in tune with your hunger and fullness cues so you can be able to eat when you're hungry. You can be able to stop when you're full. It requires you to build up trust so that you can keep chocolate in the house and have a few pieces without binging on the whole bar. Most people don't know how to do this, and they just see intuitive eating as a free-for-all. I'm just going to eat whatever I want, and that's why you feel out of control. So I am here to help you master the foundational principles of intuitive eating so we can transition seamlessly into eating intuitively without spiraling out of control. So if you're ready to eat intuitively, you want to stop stressing over calories, thinking about food all day long, eat chocolate guilt-free, this is my 3-week program that will help you eat normally so you don't have to weigh or track or measure your food. This program kicks off next week. November 30th, we're going ham. We're starting this program. Eat normally. For those of you guys who are ready, I'm ready to support you. November 30th, we kick off in literally 1 week. It is on early bird pricing right now for the next 48 hours. You have 48 hours left. So Saturday at 4 o'clock Eastern time, the price goes up. So if you want to jump in at early bird pricing, you can message me, eat normally, and I'll send you the details. If you're like, yes, I'm ready. Intuitive eating is exactly what I want. I just need to know how. I know it's what I want. You're not questioning, I don't know if I want to eat intuitively. No. This program is for somebody who's like, Lorna, I want to eat intuitively. I want sustainability. I want to feel good in my own skin. I don't want the constant food noise. I know that's what I want, and I just need your help to get there. Boom, I'm in. You can message me, eat normally. The second thing I want to talk to you about, so that's all about mastering intuitive eating. The second thing I want to talk to you about is my membership. my Root and Rewire membership. This is 6 or 12 months. You're looking for longer term support. You're looking to get out of the diet binge cycle and to rewire your brain out of binge eating. So this would be perfect if you're binging, because there's trainings on, rewiring your brain, secret eating, getting to the root of your binge eating, emotional eating, stopping the all or nothing mentality. So if you want to master the foundational tools to get out of the diet binge cycle, this would be perfect for you. And you can message me membership. Okay, so the first one, eat normally, is if you're ready to eat intuitively. Stop the food noise. I want to eat like a normal person without weighing my food. The membership is if you want to master the foundational tools to get out of the restrict diet binge cycle. This would be perfect if you're kind of more so doing the binges. The last thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to send you an email with all of this, so you don't have to worry, and you can always message me. The third thing I want to talk about is personalized coaching. This is not for everyone. This is for a few people. This is in my Ditch Decade Diets Academy. This is for you if you know, Lorna, you're my coach. I want somebody who has lived experience. I'm 100% in. I'm fully ready to go all in with ending binge eating. You are the coach for me. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I want to work with you. That's what the Academy is for. It is 4 months. Personalized, high-level support, customization to help you stop binge eating. It is a low 4-figure investment. If you know you're the special unicorn, you want to join that, you can message me Academy. I will send you an email recapping everything. If you have any questions, come to my DMs, message me, I'll help you. I'll say, this is what's going to be best for you based off of what you share with me, or this is going to be best for you. I know, I've been doing this for a while. If you don't know which one's going to be the best fit, just message me. You might be like, Lorna, that intuitive eating program, I need to get in right away. Or you might be like the membership or the Academy. You might know, and if you don't know, just come to my DMs. Okay, but what I will say for the Eat Normally program, just that one is increasing on Saturday. Okay, all right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this just really created a perspective shift. It made you rethink about a lot of things, and you're excited to take things to the next level. You're ready to do things sustainably, and you want to create a transformation. So if that is you, you can message me. Thank you so much for being here. I had so much fun. I love these masterclasses so much, and I'd love to support you guys further. So I'm here. Message me. Have the best freaking day ever, you badasses. I love you, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.